In this problem, I'm being asked to take the integral of negative tangent of x with respect to x. Now, I don't have an integration rule that immediately matches this, but I do know I could rewrite tangent as the quotient of sine of x and cosine of x. Now, from here, is there a memorization rule or an integration rule that fits this form? Well, there is. It takes a little bit of imagination, but this fits our integration rule 1 over x. We know that the integral of 1 over x goes to natural log, absolute value of x. And so I want to make my integral look like this rule. Okay, so I want to make this look like the rule I know. That way I can integrate it. So how am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to notice that I need the bottom to be the variable that I'm integrating with respect to. So here, I'm going to perform a U-substitution where I let u be cosine of x. So this is going to be my u. Now, if I took the derivative of this with respect to x, I would get cosine turning to negative sine of x. And therefore, du is equal to negative sine of x dx. Well, look at that. Negative sine of x dx, this entire portion up here, that can get replaced with du. So, rewriting my integral, I end up with the integral of du in the numerator and in the denominator u. And it might help us if we rewrite this to be 1 over u du. So this has a placeholder of 1 in it, so we can go 1 over u. That looks a little bit more like the form that we know. Applying the rule, integral of 1 over u becomes natural log absolute value of u plus c. Of course, plus c because we have an indefinite integral here, no bounds. And then what we want to do is one last step where we want to go ahead and plug in for u. Remember, your original integral up here was in terms of x. It was not in terms of u. So you need to make sure you go back to the original variable that we had. We know that u was cosine of x. So plugging that in, we get natural log absolute value cosine of x plus c. That would be the integral of negative tangent of x. Okay. Now here, this kind of ends up giving us a rule that could be helpful in the future. It tells us that the integral of tangent of x, note how here all I'm going to do is shift this negative to the other side of my equation here. So integral of negative tangent of x should be equal to negative natural log of absolute value cosine x plus c. Okay, so in the future, this might be something that we recall and we want to use, but if not, we could go ahead and easily derive it again by remembering that tangent can be rewritten as sine over cosine.